Happy Google I.O. Day, everyone! We've got new Google Photos, an Apple Pay opponent, Android software for coffee pots, and a lot more. It's Thursday, May 28th, and this is Crunch Report. Well, Google's I.O. conference kicked off today in San Francisco's Moscone Center, and boy, have there been a lot of announcements, so let's do our best to make some sense of some of them. First one, a lot of people are happy about. Google is launching a photo service called Google Photos that is separate from Google Plus for the first time. It's going to live at photos.google.com and has unlimited storage, meaning that it won't affect your Gmail, Drive, or Google Plus storage limits. Now, unlimited always kind of has a few limits. Photos have a max res of 16 megapixels. Video will cap at 1080p. But still, pretty unlimited. A new Photos app is also coming to Android, iOS, and the web, all free. Google also announced Inbox, which is its Gmail-based mobile email client that tries to help you manage your life a little bit better than regular email, is finally open to anyone who wants to use it. Until now, you needed an invite, although invites were pretty easy to get. It came out last fall. Google's also opening up Inbox to all Google for Works customers through an early adopter program starting today. Okay, let's move on to Android, specifically Android M, the developer preview release of the eventual next version of Google's mobile OS, which is scheduled for the fall. Android M includes updated SDKs. Google says that it's fixed thousands of bugs in this release and has updated a bunch of other stuff. Here are a couple standouts. A new Google Now feature called Google Now on Tap that gives you more information about whatever you're looking at in an app or something else on your device. So for example, let's say you're talking to your friend about something. You could tap and hold their text message. Maybe they mention a particular movie, and you could get information on showtimes or who's the actor in the movie, that sort of thing. Google's new and improved version of Google Wallet, which is Android Pay, also got demoed on stage at I.O. today, with a bunch of partners out of the gate. AT&T, Verizon may own us soon, and T-Mobile. They'll all preload Android Pay onto their phones, plus banking partners like American Express, Discover, Visa, and MasterCard. Google says that Pay should work with all phones that have an NFC chip and are running Android KitKat and up. Android M will also feature support for fingerprint scanners to unlock devices and authorize payments and other stuff like that. Some Android OEMs had already built fingerprint sensors into their phones, but without system-level support, at least until now. So Google doesn't just want Android on phones and tablets to be better than ever. It also wants Android in a lot of your everyday devices. Two new software products announced today, Brillo and Weave, will power and allow what are known as Internet of Things devices. So Brillo is derived from Android itself. It's stripped down to let the operating system power devices like a door lock or a moisture sensor. Brillo also lets people control multiple devices from a centralized software location. Weave is the communication tool that lets Brillo devices talk to each other, or connect to the cloud, or connect to devices like phones and tablets. And it's designed so that when Brillo products hit the market, people will get used to roughly the same setup screen between devices. Google says that the developer preview of Brillo should launch in the third quarter of this year, and Weave's full stack in the fourth quarter. In non-Google news, TechCrunch learned today that Apple has acquired Meteo, an augmented reality startup that's been around quite a long time, actually. It launched back in 2003 as part of a project at Volkswagen, of all places, German company. A legal document confirms the sale and shows that shares were transferred to Apple about a week ago. Meteo canceled its user conference in San Francisco earlier this month and then took down its company Twitter account, so we kind of knew something was up, and now we know why. It's also ending support to purchase products and subscriptions, and tech support is ending on June 30th. Now, the company had about 1,000 customers, 150,000 users worldwide in 30 countries, and a source tells TechCrunch that a lot of them are flipping out after seeing the shutdown message because they weren't told what was up. I guess they know now. Some past Meteo products include a Ferrari that gives potential owners an augmented tour of the car, and a view of Berlin, let's say you're traveling there and walking around, to see how different things might have looked when the Berlin Wall was still up. As for Apple's VR efforts, earlier this year the company patented a VR headset that works with iPhones. And yesterday, 9 to 5 Mac reported Apple's working on an augmented reality feature for its Maps app as well. Yesterday, GoPro announced that it was working on an array that combines multiple GoPro Hero cameras for spherical shots that are taking place all at once, with software in alpha right now that allows users to auto-sync their GoPro cameras to the cloud so they can access their footage. Pretty cool, right? Today at Google I/O, we learned that for the first 6 months, this 360-degree camera array will be available exclusively to Google content creators. The rig holds 16 Hero 4 cameras, records a 360-degree panoramic video, and does not need a VR headset, which is nice, although the viewer can still control where they're looking using a mouse wheel to scroll and arrow keys to move up and down and side to side. Another perk, since the mounting system has a threaded mount, it can also be attached to a tripod or a drone. Let's get ready for some 360 drone, I don't know. That's the report for today. I am Sarah Lane. Crunch Report airs Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, right here on TechCrunch.com. See you tomorrow.